I've never run 54 miles before, so I'm quite anxious that we'll get to the end in one piece.
Our run's starting at Dartmouth, on the very eastern edge of the land that we look after. It's going to be 54 miles long, or 88 kilometres. Still not quite sure what I've bitten off yet, and the run will end at Wembury, hopefully by sunset. My team and I look after some fantastic land. We have wild cliffs, sandy coves, secluded bays and beautiful turquoise seas. I would argue that this is some of the most beautiful coastline in the country. To try and run along this coastline, to showcase to the public and the world what we've got and what we look after is an incredible opportunity for us.
We're really hopeful that this run's going to go well. We've been training now for months to try and do it. It'd be lovely to see a little bit of sunshine this morning. I was really hoping for a somewhat drier start, but it's going to be great. Ready to get going. Been raring for about 3 days. Righto, let's go.
Right, let's do it.
See you in a bit. We were really motivated by the Life on the Edge Heritage Lottery funded project, which brought together a whole range of people that look after our coastline, all these people doing amazing stuff for nature. Right, I see your speed. Oh yeah, smile. Yeah, that comes from inside.
We're here today to help support the National Trust runners, and we're going to help them cross the estuary here using our plastic pollution recovery boats so they can carry on their journey on the South West Coast Path. We established in 2018 to specifically tackle the plastic pollution problems on our coastline, and we've since recovered over 30 tonnes of plastic pollution from between Plymouth and Torbay. But we work in partnership with the National Trust, trying to make things better by encouraging the public to participate in the plastic pollution recovery programme. We're going to take the runners from here, Mill Bay on the East Portlemouth side of the Salcombe estuary, across to South Sands, where they can pick up the South West Coast Path again and carry on their way to the finish line.
So we left Dartmouth this morning. We've now covered about 30 miles and we arrived at South Devon Farm.
Yes, so we're at the fantastic South Devon Farm. I can just hear a skylark singing on cue. So the coastline through here that Rich is running through is all really vulnerable. It's really, really important habitat for lots of different wildlife. So the work that we're doing just in from the coastline is to help create more habitat so that all that wildlife isn't squeezed out onto the thin coastal strip. And it's less vulnerable to things like wildfires and climate change and drought. It's just more resilient if there's more habitat for the wildlife. This field is just starting to come into flower, so we've got early plants like the yellow rattle that's really important for keeping down the grasses. There's plants like the oxeye daisy just starting to come out, and little plants like medics as well. So as Rich comes along here, along this path on Bulbury Down, it's going to be a bit of light relief for him. So he's got at least over a kilometre of nice level ground. And this is one of the rare stretches of the South West Coast Path that is level. We installed an access for all path through here, which is just over a kilometre long, and it's used by lots of different user groups, from people in mobility scooters, people with visual impairments or walking aids, and they're right out on the coast enjoying this fantastic stretch of coastline.
I think my legs are starting to say no, but it's going to be a big case of mind over matter to get to the end of this in a whole day. We're now approaching Wembury Farm. We've just crossed the Elm Estuary, another one of our hotspots here for nature in South Devon.
So we've chosen this spot here because Rich, when he gets to this point, will be just a few miles from the finish line. So it's a perfect spot to look at the work that we've been doing at Wembury. We've been working with Plymouth and South Devon Community Forest to plant over 100,000 trees across the farm. We've created new woodland, new wood pasture, over 4 kilometres of new hedgerow, and over 7 kilometres of new footpaths. So it's been a really exciting opportunity to make space for people and nature. This is the end of the run for Rich and the runners.
It's really brought together new partnerships for us with the National Trust. There are people out there we didn't know were doing great things for nature. We've made so many new connections with people.
Congratulations, guys!
Oh man, this is opening up an opportunity for us to do some incredible stuff for nature at a landscape scale. The Trust is fortunate to own so much land here in South Devon anyway, but when we start to connect that land with our neighbours, with people with a similar mindset, suddenly we're looking at something at a really big scale. We can talk about proper landscape scale change, not just field by field, but landscape by landscape, headland by headland. It's an amazing opportunity and we're super chuffed.